All right, guys, welcome back to Davis Auto Sales on Davis Drives. I want to do a quick video about some scams. Even if you're a fellow dealer, you might want to pay attention to this, but especially if you're a consumer. Doesn't even have anything to do with us, but just something that might save you some trouble and hassle if you're selling a vehicle online. Scams literally come across our desk almost every day, and when I say that, I'm not just being facetious. There's probably some days 3 or 4 come across, and there's some days that none, but probably every day we see something. And one of the biggest ones is fraudulent cashier's checks. I just happen to have a couple that have come across my desk here. One's for $170,000, so that's been a pretty big boo-boo, and that's a pretty good check. Cashier's check, Truist Bank. Like, that's pretty thorough. It's blown up so you guys could see it. $170,000. It's signed off. This customer played this one really well, and fortunately, after being in business long enough, this one's not as big. This was only for $9,000, but I'll tell you about that one too. That customer called and said, "Hey, I'm gonna come buy 2 tow trucks from you guys." And okay, great. We do that all the time. We sell multiple vehicles to people all the time. But at 5 o'clock they were stuck in traffic. At 6 o'clock they were gonna be here at 6:30. Well, guess what? By that point, the bank's closed. So I harped on them to send me a copy of the check, because I knew, obviously this was probably going to be a scam. Most dealers would have been excited, "Oh, I'm selling 2 trucks," but you kind of know, when to hold them, when to fold them. Sure enough, we were able to capture somebody on the West Coast where the bank was still open before they got here, to find out that yes, absolutely 100% the check was fraudulent. Customers were not happy. They threw a fit. How could that be? They knew what they'd done. This other one here that just happened to be the other day, customer wanted to buy a trailer. They said, "Hey, we'll pay your asking price, but we want to send you a little bit extra money so that my transporter can get paid while he's there, because he's not coming to my location." Anytime somebody asks to add extra money to a check, you can be assured it is a scam. That's probably one of the oldest and earliest ones. I still every now and then play along, because it was all emails and text, and I said, you know what? Let's just play along with it. And I wanted to show some of my new staff how it happens. Sure enough, we got a nice, awesome looking cashier's check. We would have put it in the bank. The bank wouldn't have caught it. It would have gone back to the other bank, and then it would have gone fraudulent after probably a week. By that point, your vehicle's gone, your title's gone, and the money you would have gave the transporter's gone. And this does happen. We have customers fall victim to this all the time. We have people come in here all the time and tell us of their experience where they actually fell victim to this kind of scam. So it does happen. Another one that's out there is fraudulent identity. If people are trying to buy and they're not in person and they're using somebody else's identity, maybe even somebody else's credit, that's another big scam that's out there. More on the dealer side. You're not going to see that as an individual that often, but you just got to be very cautious and beware of those, because they can real quickly seem very, very serious and real thorough, and unwind on you very fast. But cashier's checks, huge deal. There's all kinds of other internet wire scams and funding scams. There's all kinds. In our industry, it pretty much is littered with the most of everything. But be very cautious. Like I said, if you're selling something online, cashier's check is not worth the paper it's printed on. It is the most frauded check there is. Get a wire transfer. Get cash. Verify the cash is not counterfeit. Meet the person at a bank. If they're scared to meet you at a bank, whether it be any type of check, you can be assured there's a problem. So if a customer is buying from you, you hold all the cards. Make sure you run them through the gauntlet of questions. And again, if you meet them at the bank and they don't want to meet you at the bank, there's a problem. There's something going on if they can't meet you. If they want your product, they will make it work. So just be careful for the scams out there. Again, we've been in business for a long time. We've probably seen about every scam there is. We could talk for days on different ones. Insurance checks that were delayed. Everybody's got a good excuse. Everybody's got a good, reason for their fraudulentness, and they can really work their way into your heart. Turn out they work their way out of your bank account. So be cautious, be careful. Watch our website for the frequently asked questions. There's a few more of them on there also. And also check people's identity. It's not really a felony to ask them to see a copy of their driver's license if they're there, to make sure they're who they are, make sure their name matches their check, make sure it's not their grandma's check or their sister's or cousins or uncle's check. You can be assured if that's the situation, something's going to go wrong. So thanks for watching, tuning in. We'll bring you some more videos like this on some other topics. Just trying to look out for the consumer out there and protect them the best we can.